Hello friends, and welcome back for another episode of Summer of Stories. Today's episode Q, which I knew was going to be a difficult one, but I made it work. I am back working with my 8x8 Christmas album. As you guys know, I did finish my 6x8 Christmas album for 2016. Now I'm working on an 8x8 gift album for the same year. So some of these are repetitive photos that either got printed twice or are very similar to the ones already in my album. But I figured I'd make an album for my brother and sister-in-law and my niece for, them to remember this Christmas. And I had so many extra photos anyway, it seemed like a good idea. As always, I did back these chipboard pages with paper already. These two are from the My Mind's Eye Sleigh Bells collection, which have these cream-based backgrounds, and that pairs perfectly with the Winterberry collection, which I believe it was Susanna Lee who got me addicted to this. I saw it Tuesday morning, and I picked those die cuts right up because it was so beautiful on the pages she used it on. And that is a little bit of an older collection, at least a year old, probably a little bit more, but now I'm going to start layering my photo. These are some scraps from the same collection, again, My Mind's Eye. And if you guys have not headed over to My Mind's Eye website yet, they do have a couple collections on clearance right now. I think it's the cat collection, which I have some of, and there's also like Boys Rule or something like that, some like vintagey, deep rich colors too. So do go check that out if you haven't already. I'll have the link down below, an affiliate link down below in case you guys want to help support me. You can purchase it through that. So again, using these scraps, alternating, I did a green one at first, now I'm doing a red one, and then I'm going to end with a green one because we have a red background there. And I did run out of adhesive in the middle of this video. I feel like that happens every other video. And if you guys get your adhesive from somewhere relatively cheap for your ATG gun, let me know in the comments down below. I know a lot of people use Tape Jungle when they have their sale, or they do coupons at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or Joann's. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. But I haven't decided yet. But I definitely need some more because I'm running low. I'm using this sticker, which has a little house on it. I thought it was going to be a journaling spot, but that doesn't end up really happening. And the left-hand side, you guys saw me put those die cuts down. I did already have that sort of planned out in my head. If I don't do that, the process videos can be well over an hour and a half long, and it's just me placing and picking up and placing and picking up. And if you're interested in real-time process videos, head over to my Patreon where I upload those. They're getting at least one a week this summer, plus additional videos that I just upload there, not anywhere else. So again, if you're interested in that, check out my Patreon, link down below. And you saw me just put down that washi tape, which is from Echo Park. I think I only have 2 Christmas washi tapes from them, but I'm trying to use them on every single page that I can because washi tapes really stack up, and I probably bought more that I haven't shown you guys yet. But if you also haven't noticed, I have used a washi tape sort of booklet I made, and I have a whole video about that on my Patreon as well, but that's been really helpful. But my Christmas washi tapes aren't in there yet because I need another tag, so I'm waiting to get those. But that was a really fun idea to do the washi tape swatch book, and I highly recommend it if you haven't made one already. So here I'm going to glue this floral piece down with some foam adhesive just to give this left-hand side a little bit of kick, otherwise it might feel a little too flat. And I eventually pull in some other 3D elements as well, which I didn't know I was going to, but I'm really glad I got to end up using on this page. Now these pages are very embellishment heavy and less photo heavy. I didn't want to print any more photos than the ones I already had. I had tons of these photos. I actually threw away some, the ones that were kind of blurry. I was like, well, I don't really need to put these into an album. And I think that happens a lot, that we feel like we have to put every single photo we take into an album, but that's simply not true. And I'm really trying to take less photos, which is definitely not working. I recently went on a trip and I took over probably 1,000 photos. And it was just, I don't need that many, but I just want to make sure I have some good ones. So here I'm gluing down all those pieces, and I want to make sure that they're all in place. And you saw me use liquid adhesive because I'm running out of tape adhesive and I didn't want to have to refill it during the middle of this process video. I am also using my Basil tape adhesive runner, which I have no idea what it's called. It was gifted to me at one point, so I'll use that for a little bit. That die cut, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, is also from the Winterberry collection. Really, really cute. Then I start bringing in some chipboard. Now these chipboard pieces are from Cartabella, and it's sort of like a mail theme, so I think it's called Christmas Delivery, which is really, really cute and all, but it's just so hard to use them sometimes. So I'm pulling in some of these red and black, and I don't know if I end up using any of the green pieces. This one's gray and it says postmarked December 24th or 25th, I have no idea. But I thought these worked pretty well with the page because, again, they have that cream base, not too much white if there is any. And these just add a little bit of dimension without too much. Really, really wanted to use this banner piece, but I could not find a place to put it that looked okay. It was just a little bit too big for all the places that I really wanted to put it. So I ended up scratching that idea and just putting it back on the chipboard board. But I really, really enjoy how this layout's turning out. I think the embellishment cluster on the left is pretty impactful, and the title really helps draw everything together. And like I said, this is episode Q, which you guys are probably wondering, how the heck am I going to wrap Q into this? And that's just through a simple word. If you download the story list, the free one over on my blog, which I'll have that link down below in case you guys haven't gotten the free printable yet for this episode, I love using the word quite. I use it quite often, and especially in my daily, life, typing out things all the time. So that's the Q I'm using today. There's a ton of other keywords you can work into your pages. I know it sounds hard, but you can do it. And I'll have that free story list printable over on the blog so you guys can use it for your own stories and, start using those Q alphabets that we neglect in our thicker packs. And I did think the title should go on the left-hand page until I started putting down the stickers, and the black is different than the background black is, and that's a little bit, I didn't like it. It's like one's a true black and then one's like a gray black, if that makes sense, which is very hard for me. I don't like doing those sort of things. Like here I'm laying down more and I'm like, it's getting harder and harder to read. But I really wanted to put it on this side. I really thought I was going to. But then I look at it and I'm like, no, it's not going to work. So I put it on the right-hand page, which is fine. The title with the photo works out well, and I think it looks fine anyway. And so my title's going to actually span the top and the bottom because this is a small page. Luckily, these are small thickers, so I don't have to worry too much about trying to really fit them in there. So I'm going to title this Quite the Duo. Now this is my niece and then their foreign exchange student they had for 2016. So that is fun Christmas because that was our first time having her over here for Christmas. So thought it'd be fun to title it that. Now here I'm going in with some silver stars. These are just from Target. These are quite a few years old. These might be 2015, but I really love these puffy stars. Definitely check out the Target dollar spot if you haven't already every season to find new stickers and fun things you can use on your pages. I almost forgot the dot on my eye there, but I put it up. And then to finish off the page, I'm going to use a ton of these silver glitter dots, which I believe are from Doodlebug, but I am not 1000% sure. They could also be Hobby Lobby. I know they both sell them, and I know I own them both at one point. But I end up finishing up all the silver ones on this page, which is great because I have trouble using these ones. Luckily, they're the same exact texture glitter as the background paper, so it works out nice. But I do end up using all of them, which may seem excessive, but it works out in the end because I do spread them out quite a bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed trying to work with Q. It's a hard one, but it's definitely worth it when you use some of those stickers up. So here are the close-ups of the cluster on the left-hand side. Love this page. It's almost just like a little scene I put together. The snow globe, the tree, the candy cane, all Christmas things. And then the right-hand side, pretty simple. Again, just a title, some glitter stars, and some chipboard. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to get the free download over on my blog, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!